Hello. Um, Today I want us to talk about ways to promote your affiliate link, your affiliate product, however you actually want to call it. Now, um, this video is going to be in two folds. I want to talk about it first from a place of how you can actually promote it for free. Now, because one of the advantage you have to know that you have as an affiliate marketer or as a digital marketer generally is that you can actually promote your affiliate using free traffic. And for people who don't know what traffic is, I'm going to do a bit of explanation to that. Now, I've been able to come up with like ways you can actually do it. I think I have about 5 to 10, maybe not up to that. Yeah, I have about 5 ways you can actually promote your affiliate link in order to make money doing it. Now, there's something we call organic and there's something we call inorganic. And one of the reasons why we most times or most marketers or beginner affiliate marketers or digital marketers actually go on the path of using free traffic or using organic would be because some of them, at the very beginning cannot afford to pay for hard. That is one reason. Secondly, it could be basically because you want to test water. And in my previous video, when I was talking about picking niche and all of that, one of the things I remember to explain um, was that I explained to you that you have to test, and during that period of testing, if you don't have enough, you cannot just be running ads, right? You might want to test organically, and I'm going to show you ways to do that in this video. Let us go to my slide. So I have promoting your affiliate links. I said organic, then inorganic. Now when we talk about organic, we're talking about using what you already have. I think I should involve WhatsApp in this because it's also one way to promote your affiliate promote your affiliate links or promote your affiliate products to people. And I'm going to actually go hard on this. I don't know, this video might be in two folds as well because I actually want to do the third one where I will talk about running ads and all of that. But let's go for this at first. So when you want to use social media, it's one of the most it is one of the most simplest if you actually can leverage on it. Now, for example, when you want to use Facebook, you can use Facebook in different ways, different forms, in different ways and different forms. This is my Facebook page, and one of the things I do is that I create content. And in creating content, one of the things I do is that the content I leverage on the content from a place of whenever you come on my page. This is not, I have TikTok, I have Instagram, what else? I have LinkedIn, all of these places. You understand? Now, this is what using social media. This is one of the ways you can actually use social media to promote your. And now, if you look at the page name, expertad.com, um, I actually created it because I run ads and all of that for people. So I needed to create it to talk about what I. Now, if you there's one particular video here with the title "If you sell digital products."
If you sell digital product and you promote it with Facebook ads, there's a simple structure that works. And before you start running ads, these are some of the things that you need to do
But I
first.
can
First, you think of your
technically
offer.
tell you that
Your offer
I
is the
have
first thing
gotten
and
this
it
into my
must be clear
Instagram,
and
and even with the
specific. The
fact that
second
these
thing is that you
videos are
should
not
learn
going
to design a
viral
landing
as
page because
such,
that is the best place where you can get people to understand
and
what you're trying
it's
to promote to them.
amazing
The third thing is you have to structure
that
your ad in such a way that it will
one
attract
of the
buyers.
things
And the
you
simplest way to do that
you
is using leads or
observe,
sales objective
or one of the
when you
things
run your
that
ad.
technically
If you sell
happens
digital product and you promote it
when
with
you know
Facebook
how to
ad, there's a
do
simple
these things
structure that
very well
works.
is that
And before you start running ads, these are some of the
people
things that you need
sometimes
to do
even
first.
come
First, you
to
think of
ask
your
you
offer.
questions,
Your offer is the first
probably
thing, and
on
it
your
must be
comment
clear
section.
and
Some people
specific. The second thing
enter
is that
into
you
your
should
DM
learn to design a
so
landing page,
just
because that
so
is
they
the best
can
place where
know
you can
what
get people to
from you
understand
to
what you are trying to
get
promote to them.
to.
The third thing is you have to
So
structure your ad in such a way that it will attract
something that you
buyers.
should
And the
leverage
simplest way to do
on
that is using leads or
is
sales.
creating content. I'm actually going to talk about different ways you can actually do this and all of that. So I before I proceed, I actually want to show you something very funny, right? This is this thing refresh. Yes. Now it's funny that if I stroll, this is me running a particular ad. Now, how do you know this is ad? This is, you see, if you look at the name of this stuff, expertad.com, that is the same page I just showed you. This is me running a Facebook ad about affiliate marketing. It's quite funny, right? And you can see someone I just started running the ad about a few hours, right? And I'm recording this video in the early morning, like about 6 a.m. in the morning. So this is what inorganic, this is running social media ad. This particular ad, if I enter my Instagram, is also going on my Instagram and all of that. And so if I'm trying to tell you that this is what I'm doing, I'm actually doing it for you. You get it. So but back to what I'm saying about organic, this is one way, and I'm going to get deep into creating content, all of that, how you can actually do it, and whatnot. Now, if we go back to our slide, social media content, you can actually leverage Facebook. Now, for people who maybe have limited resources in terms of what they can actually use, let's say for example, when it comes to you don't have a good phone, some other stuff, it could be excuses sometimes, but let's assume that, oh, you are right, maybe that's the point. What are the other ways you can actually get this done? Now, let me go to uh, this. Now, if I come here, after you might have chosen whatever niche you want to go for, one of the most exciting thing is that you can do something by posting about whatever you are doing. You can actually post about it. For example, this is my own Facebook, and in my face on my Facebook, one of the most amazing thing. Now, if you check what I do with this particular Facebook, this used to be a Facebook I opened some times ago, um, and you see that I intentionally put DM, then there's actually a link, right? Now, imagine that you have a particular page. Let me go back to my page. Now, on my page, if you click my page profile, let me go back to the profile. And also the fact that I actually, okay, I this is what I do and all of this, and it's part of the things you should do. I know people having issues, a lot of headache with opening um Facebook page and all of that. You can actually switch your normal Facebook to a business profile. And one of the things you want to get going is that you want people to know what you are actually doing. You get what I'm saying? Now, for example, on the page, I wrote it very simple and very straightforward. Advertising agency, because I actually run ad and all of that. And I inculcate other part of doing some other things, after marketing. I talk about it. There's actually a place I was talking about creating content. There was actually a place I was talking about if you sell digital products. Now, imagine I'm able to show you Now, this particular video is how to start selling
Now let's talk about how you can start earning,
that.
let's say
I was
50, 100 to
showing, if you
500,000
look
a
at the
month using what you
beginning,
already have
I
available, which is
the
your
very
mobile
beginning I
phone then
showed
plus your
how to
internet.
download and all
Now
of
before you
that.
skip this video to another
Now,
dance video or some
if
comedy
somebody
skips, give
sees
me 30
my
seconds, let me
video,
prove something to
if
you. If you check
even
my other
person
videos on this channel, you see me talk
100k to
about Facebook ad a
500k
lot, how that I run this service for
imagine that
people and how that I
something
can
that you are
actually teach
interested in
people.
and you see
So
this
technically
video.
one of the things that I
Now,
do is run
one
Facebook ad
one
service
thing
for
that you
business
observe
owners
when it
around the
comes
world,
to
right? But apart from that
posting
particular
content and all
service,
of
I
that,
do something else
would be
which
that sometimes if your post does not go viral, you might actually, except in cases where you are very good at, you know, I wish I could open my TikTok and you could see messages and all of that, that are, even with the fact that I don't have a lot of followers, you know. And the amazing stuff is being auto or knowing what exactly you are talking about, and the moment people know that you know, they actually want to talk with you. So something happened, I think in recent time, where I was on Sellers um, live class, and I contributed, and a lot of people came into my DM to ask me questions. That is how it is. And I remember someone saying, "Oh, of course, I like what the way you spoke. This is amazing," and all of that. It is basically because you know what you do. Now, for somebody who's an athlete, for someone who is self stuff like that, this is me having a particular um
if you're a real estate agent that is
video that
struggling
talks
to get
about
clients, you
getting.
need to watch this video to the end because
You
I'm
understand
about
what
to
I'm
show
saying?
you a
So
game changer, something that will start giving
these
you
are,
an inflow of consistent
and you
leads in the
should,
next 24 hours. First, you have to
and
understand that
how
there are
to
two reasons
now,
why you're not getting leads. That you are not talking to the right people who can buy whatever you are selling. Secondly, they
whatever.
don't trust you.
And let's
But in this
step
video, I'm
back
going to
and
show you how
do
to start
something.
talking to the right
Just
people
tells
and
you,
how to make them trust you so
if
that
you
making buying
actually want
decision
to know more
becomes
about
easy for them. And
stuff,
also for you, you can
do
make
this,
more
do
money
that.
and have freedom in that
Come into
in
my
that line of
DM,
business that you are doing. The first
comment,
thing you do is to create a value
leave a
magnet.
comment.
And how do you do this? You look
Are
for
you
a list of
interested in
pain
this?
points
Comment.
that real estate
Comment section
investors are
and we
having.
start
I
from
ran
there.
a particular ad for a real estate
If I
company,
open my
and these are
YouTube, you will see I have a lot of YouTube videos and all of that. So that is one way you can actually do it. But I want to show you, for people who, before you start creating content, what other ways, what other things you can actually do. Now, let's assume we are promoting a product in the health niche. Let me go to seller, right? Seller. Let me, don't know. So let's assume we are promoting this particular product, and it's about affiliate marketing, right? Now, one of the things you do is that you could just go into on Facebook, and when you go on Facebook, let me get on Facebook. You go here, okay. Um, you search for, let's say, affiliate marketing. Now, when you get on this particular part, you see a lot of groups that talk about affiliate marketing. Now, look at something. When I search for affiliate marketing, my video pops up. Now, one of the things that I did is that when I was setting this particular ad up, I did it in such a way that you can actually search, and it will continually bring my stuff. So when I was setting up the ad, during my setup, I when I was using my placement, I mean, if you are new here, you might actually not understand what I just said. So there's actually a setup that whenever people search Instagram, search Facebook, my stuff is going to pop up, right? So that is one of the things that I did. Now, back to what I was saying. So this is a particular, you search, and when you search, this is what you get, right? Then you could just join any of this particular group, and let me let me just get into the group. Now, when I get into the group, the amazing stuff is you see a lot of people talk about affiliate marketing. Look at this particular one advice someone start affiliate marketing. So what would be let's help beginners? You could see a lot of people commented on this particular. These are even Nigerians. These are people, everyday people. You see a lot of comment, about 33 comments. You see a lot of comments, right? Find a mentor and stay consistent. People just, just so you know, these things actually works, right? Um, this is seller, for example. I don't even, I'm not in some of this group. Just make sure you join groups with a lot of people in it. Um, you know, this is one. Then let's say, for example, this one has 10K members. Let's say we join this one with 10K members. You now you go, yeah. I mean, somebody, you could actually create your own group as well. All this and all that. Then you come here, and one of the things you want to do is that you want to share ideas about what you know about affiliate marketing. Now, you necessarily sometimes don't need to uh, input your affiliate links and all of that. First thing, no, this whole affiliate marketing thing is for you to understand how digital digital marketing works. And first and foremost, you have to understand every structure of digital marketing. You have to know how to convince people, how to sell to people, how to market. Now, in this way, when you come to there was this particular group I joined the other time. I want to show you something. Imagine that you come to that group. I don't know. There was I wanted, because I saw something that I really loved. I could not find that particular one anymore, right? But if I search again, I should get it. Now, look at somebody else's ad just pop up, and there's like the video of Ronias and all of that. You see, these are people talking about flea marketing. Imagine someone post this on their what's it called, on their page or maybe on their Facebook, and they have 221 comments. Someone else, this is affiliate marketing for beginners, for example. This is even for seller. You can learn, you can also contribute. Now imagine that people are talking about affiliate marketing, and you come into the group. For example, let's check this out. You come into this particular space, where people, where there's a lot of comments. Now look at what people are saying. This is nice. This is exactly what I've been working towards success. Imagine I just leave a comment where I don't want to do that. Where I just talk about, wow, this is great. I mean, if you have a mentor, stuff like that, you can actually get people to message you. What do you mean? Do you mentor people? Can I join your mentorship and all of that? Of course, sometimes you might do it. You might have to do it multiple ways. You understand? You might have to, send message to a lot of people. I mean, send comment in a lot of places and all of that. But the moment you people find whatever you are saying valuable, they probably might send you a DM. They probably might check you out. They probably want to know what you are doing. That is why you need to be very, if you are into digital marketing, let your profile, your Facebook profile, if you have a Facebook page, let everything speaks out for a truth that is what you are doing. So that when people come on your page, they are not even confused. They just know this is what this person is doing. It does not matter if you're a beginner. It does not matter if you have not gotten the result and all of that. So that is one way to actually get this done. So I've spoken about creating content. Now, so the same with Instagram, creating content on TikTok now, and X, which is Twitter. Now, I want to just do something which I think you should find valuable, right? The fact that we have ChatGPT now makes it easier for you to do a lot of stuff. Now, when you come to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, for example, that I um let's say come up with Facebook posts about affiliate marketing that now let's say for example you type this on ChatGPT. ChatGPT is going to you see ChatGPT is going to give you a lot of ideas. You probably want to, probably don't want to um you probably don't want to at first just pick whatever ChatGPT gave you and just run with it like that. You might want to do one or two things and all of that. But with this, you don't even. I'm not saying that don't use your sense or just be a dummy and all of that. No. For example, you come here, ChatGPT gives you an idea. You you inculcate it whatever you have on your head already. Then you post it in groups. You know, this is I used to think Make Money Online was only for people with thousands of followers, expensive website, or years of experience. I was wrong. If somebody sees this and they're like, so there's a way to actually make money, people can comment, start. If you post it in groups, people can actually comment on it and ask you questions from there. You could introduce them to whatever thing you are sending that has to, it does not have to, like I said about earth, even if you are doing something in the earth niche, for example, if let's say you you come to your Facebook and you say earth, yeah, healthy living, you come here and the first thing is that you should have an idea about whatever you're promoting. Then you join this group has about 300 and something people. Then you come here, you don't just um talk about whatever you are selling. Then you share an idea about a particular product that talks about earth. You understand? Then when people start asking you questions, or you just come up with, oh, the this particular thing, if you are suffering from it, I have a solution and all that. People can message you, oh, there's this particular book that I read, there's this particular video that I watched, there's this particular product that you can actually buy. People will buy it. That is one way, to promote your affiliate stuff on Facebook or social media. And on Instagram, because it is not like a place where you post a lot. You could just simply, make videos, do a faceless video, and I mean, maybe I will talk about that deep enough at some point. Make a faceless video, and you can actually promote whatever you are selling. Now, so I said you can use group, you can use video content, you can use faceless content, and you can also use Quora. Now, on the Quora part, let me open my Quora. I have this particular place. Let's say I'm promoting something that has to do with making money online, and I click on finance. You know, this is I am searching finance. Let's say I go for finance. Let me do finance. So I go for topic that has to do with finance. Now you could see people talk. You see people talk a lot about it. Uh, uh, or let's say making money. Let me use making money online. Do making on online. Now let me look for that topic for example. Now look at people. Now these are Nigerians because with the name. You see how people share. Now look at something. This is actually a post, right? Look at what this person share. Please, I need guidance on how to get social media writing jobs. Imagine you have a product that talks about social media market writing jobs, and there are product like that that talks about how to get remote jobs, service, and all of these things. Imagine that you have a product like that. Then you come over here and you make a comment by telling them, "Oh, this and this and this. If you want to get job online, I have a particular class I'm holding, or this. It's something you can actually do, and that's it. And if the person likes whatever you have commented or whatever you spoke about, and they feel like yes, this will actually help me, they will follow up. Oh, bro, how do I do it? How do I do this and all of that? And that's one way to get it done. I, for a person, I have only used Quora. See, this is somebody talking about travel marketing. It's a proven way to make money online. It takes time, but eventually produces results. You understand what I'm saying now? Now, people, this is about 4 comments, and this absolutely affiliate marketing does work, and it's one of the proven. My dream is simple to have dollars. You get what I'm saying? Now, I have a online job that's open for anyone. You can actually just talk about things, and when you look at um discussions that have a lot that has a lot of likes and all of that, just come there, comment, say something, people actually eat you up, people ask more. Then you have to just know how to get them to click your affiliate product and all that. So that's another method you can use to do this. um Blog post, the whole blog post stuff can you know can go overboard, because you probably you have a blog already. But for people who are conversant with this, there's stuff you can actually do. One thing you can do is by having, let's say, simple. Let me log into my system here, for example. uh I want to show you something pretty fast. Let me quickly show you something. So there was a number I was promoting. I mean, I'm still promoting Coach Natel's. Um, I'm still promoting Coach Natel's stuff. You know, I'm still promoting one of his products. No, I want to check. Let me quickly review. Sorry. Let me still just. I want to show you something real quick. Sorry. to know. Now, this is a particular stuff I'm using to promote my you know promoting an affiliate link. You know, so I designed this particular you know I designed this particular page on system.io to promote to promote my affiliate link. Now, imagine that I don't just post my affiliate link to people. This particular page is what I post to you after I've spoken about affiliate marketing, and you're like, I have interest, and you just come here, see this good design, see this video, how people get results, see what you are going to learn, testimonials and all of these things. And eventually, if you are convinced enough, you will want to buy, right? You will definitely want to buy. And that is one of the ways. This is actually not a blog, right? This is like a sales page, but if I want to talk about blog, it's going to be something that if you're not very conversant with, it's going to be hard. But I'm just telling you that's one of the ways people can actually promote their offline link and all of that. So me, I think for this video we have come to the end, and I'm going to do a part where I'm going to talk about some other things, then talk about using inorganic method to promote your affiliate. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like, share.